So, you've probably heard this word thrown around a lot lately, empath. But what does it really mean? I mean, is it a real thing or is it just another internet buzzword? Well, we're going to dive in and figure that out.
You know that feeling, right? You walk through a door, nobody's even said a word, but you can just feel it. You can sense the tension or the excitement just hanging in the air.
Or how about this? You're talking to a friend who's really going through it, and it's not just that you feel bad for them. It's like their stress or their sadness somehow starts to become your stress, seeping right into you.
So, what is going on there? Are some people just wired differently, tuned into emotions like an old school radio? Or is empath just a fancy new label for being, highly sensitive? That's the big question we're going to tackle. Okay, first things first, we got to get a clear definition. Let's look past the label for a second and get right to the core of what this experience is all about. And here's the crucial part. It's not just about understanding that someone else is feeling something, it's about actually absorbing it. An empath doesn't just see you're sad. They start to feel a little bit of that sadness themselves. It's like their emotional volume knob is turned all the way up to 11.
And this is a really important distinction. See, just about everyone has empathy. It's a basic part of being human. It's how we connect. But being an empath, that's all about the intensity. Think of it like this. Empathy is hearing the music, but being an empath is feeling the bass vibrate through your entire chest. It's just more.
All right, so does science actually have anything to say about this? Is there a real psychological basis for this kind of sensitivity? Let's pull this out of the mystical realm and see what's actually going on in the brain.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. The whole empath thing isn't just one single trait. It's more like a recipe with a few key ingredients. First, some people's brains are just, well, they're wired to react more strongly to emotional stuff. Then you've got these incredible things called mirror neurons. These are the brain cells that fire up when you see someone else experience something. It's why you flinch when you see someone else get hurt. Your brain is literally mirroring their experience. Now, combine all that with a personality that's naturally observant and intuitive, and boom, you've got the makings of a highly empathetic person.
So we've covered the what and the why. Now, let's get a little more personal. What does this actually feel like in your day-to-day life? Let's go through some of the most common signs. Do any of these sound familiar? Feeling like you've run a marathon after just a short social gathering? Or feeling totally overwhelmed in a crowded mall? It's not just the noise and the people. For an empath, it's like being hit with an emotional tidal wave from all directions. You're not just observing body language and tone of voice, you're feeling them. But here's the thing. Being this in tune with the world isn't all bad. Far from it. But it's also not all good. It really is a classic double-edged sword with some incredible upsides and some very real downsides. And this table just lays it all out so clearly. On the one hand, you're an amazing listener, a deeply supportive friend, and you have a high level of emotional intelligence. But on the flip side, it is so easy to get completely overwhelmed and burned out. Without strong boundaries, you can end up carrying the weight of everyone else's problems on your own shoulders. So if this is resonating with you, the big question becomes, how do you get all the good stuff without getting crushed by the challenges? Well, the key is learning how to manage it. Let's look at a few really practical tools. And look, this isn't about building a giant wall around yourself. It's about protecting your own energy. It's about giving yourself permission to step away and recharge. And honestly, that last one, self-awareness, that's the real game changer. Just learning to pause and ask yourself, wait a minute, is this feeling even mine? Can make all the difference in the world. So let's circle back to our original question. Is being an empath real? The answer is yes, 100%. It's just not a superpower or some kind of mystical gift. It's a very real, very human trait, grounded in psychology, a heightened sense of connection and emotional awareness. And I want to leave you with this last thought, because it's so powerful. For anyone who experiences the world this way, realizing that not every single emotion you feel actually belongs to you, well, that's not just a survival tip. It's the key to turning what can feel like a huge burden into one of your greatest strengths.